Thank you very much, the Chancellor of this university, Dr. Titus Naikuni, a respected statesman of this country, in that which he has contributed to the development of what we are seeing in this particular university today. The Chairman of Council, Professor Mumera, Council members, the Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Geoffrey Muluvi, the County Commissioner, represented by the Deputy Commissioner, the Governor of the County Government of Kitui, well represented here today, the Chair of the Student Council, members of staff of the Southeastern University, students and invited guests. This morning, as the Chancellor said, and those who have spoken before me, is that we are here today to celebrate, and to celebrate a process that comes with obligations. Yes, we have attained ISO 9001, 2008, but while celebrating the attainment of that particular achievement, then we also need to appreciate that there are particular obligations which we must carry on with attainment of that particular status. One is that you have opened yourself to all of us in terms of the local environment, all of us in terms of the national environment, and all of us in terms of the international environment. Because the benchmark that we are giving you today is a benchmark that is international. You have opened up to everybody to be able to make an assessment of what you are doing, and whether that assessment is positive or not is up to ourselves as management, as students, and as all of us in this particular university. So today I would want to take this opportunity to congratulate you for having attained ISO 9001, 2008. Again, as a university, we appreciate that you are doing, we appreciate that you are expanding access to university education and to higher education in this country. Not so many years ago, around 5 years, 6 years ago, when I knew of this university, then as a UPO, when it started with 100 students. I remember then there were even challenges of them getting loans at that particular time. Today, we have more than 6,000 students. As government, we appreciate that the leadership of this university, led by the Chancellor, the Chairman of Council and the Council, the management of this university, the staff of this university, and all of us who have contributed to the expansion of this university and ensuring that many of our Kenyans get an opportunity to access university education. I was telling the Vice Chancellor this morning that this is quite a good environment that can give you time to concentrate on what you are doing and that which you came to do. There may not be any other motivation other than the motivation to read, because one is that we are placed here. So that in itself is seen as an advantage in what you are doing, because you will invest more of your time in putting in more knowledge, the knowledge that you came looking for in a university. So once again, I would want to congratulate and thank TEPS for having taken through this university in this particular process. As government, we commit ourselves to continue working with this university to make sure that we expand facilities that are there. This morning, when we discussed with the Vice Chancellor, the question of the road that comes here is that this road needs to be done to the best, to be an all-weather road. And this morning, I did discuss it with the Principal Secretary in charge of infrastructure, and he has told me to follow it up with him as soon as I'm in Nairobi, so that we can be able to make it and make it to the standard that is expected of this particular university. The other thing I would want to assure you, and I've said, is that we shall continue to work with you. I'm informed that there are two facilities that, one is the hostel that has just been completed, and there is one building that is due for completion. We shall make sure that as a leadership, that these particular facilities will be opened and will be opened by the leadership of this country. So this we shall work towards that, so that we shall be able to visit this university before you do your graduation quite soon. Again, we shall put in some little money. I've assured the university that we shall put in some little money that we are able to get towards completing some of those facilities. The monies that came through our supplementary budget over December. So some of that money will come to this university so that these facilities can also be improved. But let me go back to ISO certification. As said earlier by your Chancellor, is that you have set a standard. And as said by your Chairman, is that you have put yourself into a league. In football, as he said, and those of us who are loyal to football, is that you can be in any league. You can be in countrywide league, you can be at the district league, and you can be at the Premier League. What you have taken yourself by being certified, being ISO certified, is that you have taken yourself to the Premier League. And being in the Premier League, therefore, you must be able to play to the standards of that league. I would want to believe that the management of this university, but more so the students, will be able to live to the expectation of that particular league. I believe that we shall not only be looking at management, but we shall be looking at ourselves as students. How is it that you are behaving? Are you behaving to the expectation of ISO? I could see that you are behaving to the expectation of council, because when I heard the words of the chair of your student council, I could see that he's focused in working with the management of this university and working with all of us to make sure that this is a university with a difference. So we all believe that we shall be able to live to the expectation of that particular ISO that we have received today. Once again, also as we walk towards that direction of being ISO certified, the question of quality and the quality of the programs that we give to our students needs to be maintained and continuously improved, because the spirit of ISO is continual improvement. So we would want to believe that even the programs that we do, we continuously consult the environment in which we are in, consult industry, consult even the students, so that we tailor our programs for this particular nation, for our country, to be able to attain Vision 2030 and be able to live a life that is expected of our citizens and expected of us by our citizens. It is our expectation that we produce globally competitive human capital. We can only do that when all that we do meets the expectation of the standard that we have given ourselves. I'm informed that this university has a very high ratio of PhD lecturers. We would want to congratulate you, notwithstanding where the university is, that you are able to attract such competitive faculty. And this, we shall continue to work with you to make sure that this particular faculty is retained in this university, so that the quality of education that we give to our young ones is the quality that this country expects us to do. Again, I would want to urge the university that while the Commission for University Education is there to check on quality of what we do, that we also invest in internal quality control. It is expected that the people that we shall appoint to take charge of the internal quality control of our systems will be people that will be able to make decisions and appointed at such levels that they will be able to make decisions that pertains to this particular quality and quality assurance. I don't want to take so much time because we came here today to celebrate. And when you are in a celebration, as your chairman said, it is a celebration that you would want to dance, you would want to sing, and to do all that makes you believe that you are celebrating. This morning, I would want to most sincerely thank the team that entertained us today. You could see genuinely that they were out to entertain all of us. And as the chair said, they were not for sure putting a show. I could see in their faces that they were, and we all are celebrating. So with all this celebration, I would want to say congratulations once again for attaining ISO 9001-2008. And as it is already said, you are joining that league of universities who have attained this particular certification. So once again, on my behalf and on behalf of the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, and on behalf of all of us as a leadership, I take this opportunity to congratulate you and encourage you that let's maintain the standards that is provided by ISO 9001-2008. Once again, thank you very much, and may God bless you.